Hello everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new product from iRobot, the Roomba i8 Plus. I purchased this robot on sale from Costco last month. This Roomba features intelligent navigation, good cleaning performance, a self-emptying dock that actually works, and has a well-made software app that lets you customize all kinds of cleaning options. So far I'm very impressed with this product, and for the price, I think it's the best overall value for the features it offers. Today I'm going to do several cleaning demos and show how the robot works on a variety of flooring. I'll also show you the recommended maintenance on the product. Just to get started, here's an extreme test where I've put down a mixture of ground-in fake pet hair, glitter, oats, and shredded paper. Even in this extreme test, the Roomba does surprisingly well. The robot's dirt bin is pretty small, but the robot can tell when the bin is full and will automatically go back to its charging station and empty automatically. The robot itself is very quiet, but the self-emptying dock is pretty loud. I don't mind this, as it seems to have good suction and enough to properly empty the robot out. Alright, overall on that extreme test, which was a mixture of pet hair, oats, a bunch of glitter, and shredded paper, it did great. Really impressive for a robot. The self-emptying dock worked both times. It had to empty mid-job, which is great, because the bin's not that big, but if it knows when it's full and empties itself, that's great. And it solves a key issue that was a problem with the EcoVacs, was that it would just overfill the bin, and then the self-emptying dock would fail. Now I'm going to clean this up. We'll see what it looks like left behind. You can see a lot of that fake pet hair that it conducts. It creates a lot of static, and it likes to cling to the bin. Anyways, the leftover result, that's really not bad considering the amount that I put down. So I do think that this Roomba for keeping daily dirt and pet hair off the floor is actually going to do a great job. On the Roomba, I just cleaned the filter and cleaned it all out, so it's ready to go. And in my living room here, I've made a huge mess, and I put down a bunch of stuff. I put down rice, oats, parsley, fake pet hair that I've ground in, and shredded paper. We're gonna see how it does in this room. I'm hoping it'll do well. The room is ready to go, and for this test, I'm just gonna have it clean my living room, and once you have a map for it, you can set up designated areas, and you can have it set up all kinds of jobs for just cleaning specific parts of your home. So I have one here, and it's living room only. If the Roomba detects that it's picking up a lot of dirt in the same area, it will go over that area repeatedly, which helps a lot. This Roomba is quiet. It's the second quietest robot I've owned, and the quietest Roomba I've owned by far. These newer Roombas with cameras on top feature navigation that's light years ahead of the older models. The Roomba will first clean the floor in straight lines, then border the entire room to edge clean afterwards. Not only do you get excellent overall coverage, but it cleans far faster than the older models that randomly bounced around a room. The edge cleaning is better and less clumsy than on the previous Roomba 900 series. Overall, the intelligent navigation is a step up. One thing I've noticed on these self-emptying robots I've owned is that the robot doesn't want to get too close to the dock while it's cleaning. You can see here how it does a wide border around the dock. As a result, I plan to move the charging station out of my living room soon to an area where I won't mind that it won't edge clean around the dock. So this is not the dock's permanent home. Overall in the living room, it did a great job. It missed some particles along the edge and here and there on the floor, but overall for a robot, the result is excellent. I do think as a daily maintenance tool for keeping dirt off the floor, this Roomba i8 does a great job. Now let's see how this Roomba cleans hard floors. In my kitchen, I've thrown down a bunch of shredded paper, oats, seeds, and parsley. In the app, I'm going to have the Roomba just clean my kitchen. On hard floors, the Roomba works well and will double down anywhere it senses it needs to. Unfortunately, the side brush likes to scatter some dirt as it cleans. Anywhere the two main green brushes can cover, it cleans well. On this extreme test, the robot left quite a bit behind that the side brush flicked into parts of the room it had already cleaned. Because of this, I ran the robot a second time after this run, and the result was much better. I have found for daily cleaning it's done a great job and leaves the floors feeling very clean, and only occasionally leaves something behind that it's flicked out of its way. Just like on carpeting, on bare floors the robot is still pretty quiet. Outside of it bumping into stuff, I don't consider it disruptive while running at all. Here's the result. During that first run, it scattered and left quite a bit behind. I had the robot self-empty twice and ran it a second time. The second time, the result was much better, and I would say closer to what you can expect when using it on bare floors daily. This next test is what I call an extreme pet hair test, where I've ground a bunch of fake pet hair into this red rug. Although the result isn't perfect, for a robot, it did an excellent job. These Roombas with cameras on top clean far better than iRobot's older models, and I do think are among the best at cleaning carpeting in their category. Overall, for a robot, that did an excellent job. This rug here is starting to wear out and I had to tape it down on the sides and clumps of hair got stuck. But really, coverage overall was pretty good and it picked up most of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run another vacuum over it and we'll see what it left behind. And I also want to see if it pulled all of the fake pet hair out of the bin and into the self-cleaning dock. So we'll check that too. This is a reusable cloth shakeout bag. I just wanted to see how this would go. And it's quite a bit messier than using a regular bagless vacuum. Well, I'm fortunate that I don't have allergies because that kicked up a ton of that fake pet hair. But here you can see what it left behind, and really not too much. Really not a bad result. The other thing I wanted to look at after that test was the bin to see if the self-emptying dock worked. So you push this button here on the side and the bin kind of slides out in like a swing action, I guess. And there's a couple important things. It completely cleaned that screen, and that screen helps prevent pet hair and larger stuff from getting into the filter, so that's great. In here, it looks like it pulled all the fake pet hair right into the self-emptying dock, so that's fantastic. My EcoVac struggled with stuff like that. If you find that stuff is still in here, you can even run the cleaning cycle multiple times, which I've had to do so far when doing these extreme tests. Okay, and that just goes back on. Now that I'm all done cleaning with the Roomba, I'm going to show you the maintenance that iRobot recommends on it, along with what I would do. Pretty typical with robot vacuums. Even though this one self-empties, it's not maintenance-free. So I'll show you how to take care of the self-cleaning dock, and then what I recommend regularly cleaning on the robot itself. And there's really not too much to it. And thankfully, with the self-emptying dock, it does help cut back on the maintenance required with this robot significantly. But it's still not maintenance-free. So first, I'll show you how to change the bag. Changing the bag is easy. To change the bag, it simply lifts out, you drop the new bag in, following the guide inside the compartment. Once it's installed and you close the lid, the bag will lock itself into place inside the dock. I would also regularly clean the base off, as it will build up with dust, especially near the port where it self-empties. Hopefully you can see that. I just flipped this upside down. If there's ever a blockage, you can unscrew right here these 5 screws, and you can take out this whole panel and get to where it potentially would be blocked. So it looks like if you picked up something too big that got stuck in here on the way to the bag, it looks like you can easily get to it, and that's good. Okay, with the dock out of the way, now I'll show you what I would do on the robot. So iRobot recommends regularly cleaning the filter, cleaning out the brushes, and wiping down the sensors, which is all I'm gonna do here. And I'm gonna make sure the bins, I'll vacuum out the bin too. Using another vacuum, clean out the dirt bin and vacuum off the filter. The self-emptying dock helps cut down on filter maintenance, but the filter should still be regularly cleaned off, as it will still pack in with fine dust over time, just like any robot. I would prefer if the filter had a larger surface area, but regularly cleaning it will help with performance. Now I'll just sweep the top of this off. This is a really soft dusting brush, so it won't damage anything. The side brush kicks a bunch of dust up onto this bumper. So I have run into this happening regularly. You're gonna have to wipe this down. There's sensors here, and I don't think it's gonna matter. They're not cameras. I think they're probably IR sensors. This gets really dirty. So I'm just gonna clean this off. Next, remove the brushes and clean the brush roll housing. Clean the brushes themselves and make sure there's no hair in the brush roll ends. These brushes are pretty good at resisting tangles, but they will still build up with hair. Keeping them clean is important to help the robot work correctly and last as long as possible. Finally, carefully wipe or dust off the various sensors around the robot. So, if you regularly change the bag, clean the filter in the robot, and keep the brushes clean, and occasionally dust off the sensors on the robot in the front and underneath, and the camera, it'll work great. It's going to do exactly what it should. So I can put this right back to use. It's going to work like the day I bought it. So there you have it. This robot currently sells for $6.99 in Costco, and I got it on sale before Christmas. I've been using it daily for over a month, and so far I'm very impressed with it. There's a lot to like about this product. It cleans well and actually did a better job on carpeting during the test than I was expecting. I think it's one of the better cleaning robots available today. The i8 features 20% longer battery runtime than the i7, which is a great benefit, as it can clean my entire home on a single charge. If it needs to recharge or empty mid-job, it will do so, then return where it left off until it's finished. It's also very quiet. The robot features intelligent navigation that will let it thoroughly clean an entire floor at a time, returning to the dock to recharge as needed. The navigation on this robot is smarter than on my previous Roomba 985, which I also considered great, but things like the edge cleaning on this newer Roomba are more refined. It's great that Roomba keeps actively improving the navigation on their machines. The self-emptying dock on this Roomba works great. The robot knows when the dirt bin is full and will automatically return to the dock to empty mid-job if needed.
As a result, I haven't had the dock fail or clog at all during my extreme test or when using it daily. It cuts down on the maintenance required for this Roomba dramatically, but it doesn't eliminate it altogether. You're still going to need to regularly clean the small filter in the dirt cup, as well as the brushes, to help the robot maintain peak performance. The robot is paired with an excellent app that's easy to use. The robot creates a map of your home, then lets you divide up rooms and create designated smaller cleaning areas, as well as no-go zones. Once those are set, you can set the order in which you want it to clean rooms, or like I did today, simply have it clean specific rooms whenever you would like. You can also set a schedule to have it clean when you're not home or whenever is convenient. The app is excellent, and on the software side of things, this robot is far ahead of my previous Roomba, the Model 985. Overall, I'm very impressed. This Roomba is quiet, has good battery life, great navigation, good cleaning performance, an intuitive software app, and the self-emptying dock actually works. When done correctly, I think these self-emptying robots are a huge step forward, and I imagine most consumers are going to be very impressed with this model. I always enjoy reading your comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and as always, thank you for watching, and have a great day.